Alright, well, this is my vlog for the new student dialogue. My name is Hamilton Clark Burgess. I'm a freshman at Clemson University. My new student dialogue was the intersection of faith and spirituality, and I did that about 2 weeks ago, I think, something like that. Well, I enjoyed the dialogue very well, actually, and they explained what a dialogue actually was, and they actually gave us this sheet which compares a debate, a discussion, and a dialogue. And so we actually spent a lot of time talking about what a dialogue actually was. Not to read this whole thing, but a debate, the quote under it says, "Might is right," so it's kind of more combative. Discussion is kind of just getting your own point across and not really caring about anybody else. And a dialogue is just trying to find common ground. So that's really what we did when we were talking about faith and spirituality, and we talked a lot about like our own experiences and our own definitions of those two words. They also gave us this sheet right here, which has a little wheel, and basically they wanted us to describe ourselves, and then we could kind of gauge how important each of those aspects of our life were to us and how much we thought about those. For mine, I put my religion was very important to me, and then my kind of like physical abilities important to me, then like my national origin and just stuff like that. That's just general identity questions. And then we started talking about more specifically our identity and faith and spirituality. And so they gave us this sheet, which we were supposed to animate. I didn't really animate it very well. I just kind of labeled things. Basically, the point of that was to kind of gauge what's really very important to us, what defines us as people. And so for me, it's very important to be like a balanced person. Having a good mind, a strong body, and a sound spirit. So I put in my head on this little, it's like a stick figure thing. In my head, I put that I'm striving for mental well-being. So a good education, just staying intellectual and not getting lazy with that. And then I put kind of in my hands on the figure, I put physical abilities and staying in shape and taking care of my bodies. And then there were a few lines kind of in my chest, like near my heart, on the figure, and I kind of said that I'm striving to attain sainthood, so to go to heaven. I'm Catholic, so that's really important for me. But also I put a few additional things. I labeled my ears so that I could hear both sides of every argument, and then I labeled my eyes so that I could observe and make a judgment on issues today. I labeled my mouth to voice my own opinions and to speak out when necessary. I kind of drew a little cross like I would around my neck to show that I'm show my pride of my religion. And then I put, like, particularly on my right hand, I put to fight injustice, and then on my left to defend myself and my loved ones and my beliefs. So it's really just what's really important to me, how I identify with myself. But yeah, that's that. So in the dialogue that we actually had, we didn't really do too much talking about the faith and spirituality. We defined those terms for ourselves. And so what came about for most of us was that faith was more kind of a religion with kind of rules and regulations, whereas spirituality was just kind of like your instinctive spiritual feelings, like emotions and like connections with other people and stuff like that. And we came to the conclusion that you don't really have to be religious to be spiritual, but religion provides a good building point and a good structure for a person's spirituality. So that was kind of the main point. And it was also very interesting just to hear what people had to say. You know, I mean, I know my beliefs, but I don't really know everyone else's. And I came from a Catholic school, a Catholic high school and middle school, so it's interesting for me to hear everyone else's stories. There were several people in there who were atheists, and you know, and it was fine. I didn't really mind. I just wanted to hear their side and get to know them and what they believed in. So that was pretty interesting, and it was also kind of nice to see everyone else who shared my beliefs, and to know I'm not really alone out there. So I guess that's my response to the dialogue. It was really good. It was nice. I enjoyed it. It was very, very interesting, especially to learn kind of what a dialogue really is. So thank you. Appreciate it. Clemson Connect, Library 100, and hopefully I can pass your class.